Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So today is another day and we are going out for family lunch to SASA. So we're getting ready and we're going to call taxi using InDrive and head there soon. Waiting for our taxi. Cute. J, okay.
6 beers.
Oh, home also apartment seller. Timi, salesman, naya job. But you're gonna sell our own house.
वाइफाई टिप्यो भने के क्यान्सल होला डाटा गर्नु पर्यो के हो केसर खोल्नु डाटा दिउ
We headed to Kirtipur, that's where SASA is located at. Okay. Bottle? Your particular. Welcome to Nepal. How do you feel that we can't go in although we try to book at 10?
You're asking me?
Yeah.
I think it's the norm that they don't really inform you in advance.
Yeah. I called yesterday saying that I want to have 7 people's booking and they said yes, fine. I mean, you have to make payment, but they said you can make payment to do booking, but I said we're coming early and I don't have online payment, and they said it's okay, but today they're setting up for some kind of concert, so let's see. We couldn't go into the SASA Twa, so instead we went to the next door, which is also SASA, but it's the older one. Another branch. Yeah. So we decided to have tea and little snacks while waiting for the main SASA Twa to open. We drank our tea and paid the bill because the other SASA Twa was allowing people to enter now. Just before heading out, we saw this coffee beans, so we just took a look. It was New Year's Day, so they had a different system. We had to make a payment before we entered, so everybody had to pay 1,000 per person. Jam. Happy. Baba, your side. झलल्लै हुन्छ राति त हजुर त्यही त There was some confusion with the staff because at the entrance they said we had to go to the booth and order and get the food by ourselves, but the staff here said they can bring the food to us, and then later the other staff said no, you have to go and buy the food at the stall by yourself. So we are a bit confused, but finally figured out that we had to go and buy by ourselves. This was a new system, so the staff were also trying to understand what is going on. This is why when I called the restaurant a day earlier, the staff did not know about this new arrangement and told me that I could come at 10 a.m. in the morning. So they gave us a card which has 7,000 rupees in it because we're 7 people, and every time we want to order something we had to go at this same place near the entrance where there was one computer where they would deduct and take the order at the same time. So the customer had to line up to give their order, and then we had to wait for our food, and after getting the food we also had to take it to our family members where they were sitting, so it took a long time for us. Also, they were not very sure about the cost of the drinks and they just decided on spot, but we did manage to get some drinks. There were many things we wanted to try, and also we wanted to use up all the 7,000 that was in the card. So these are all the food we got, but by the time we had collected all of them, it was kind of cold already, but we did have a chance to try them. Since I discovered SASA 2 years ago, I have been here every time I came to Nepal, but this time it was a very different experience. It was not as welcoming as the previous visits, where they would introduce to us the Newari culture and talk about the meanings and things. So it was very welcoming and we felt the hospitality. But this time it was just a lot of lining up and then getting the food very late, so I did not really enjoy it this time. Most of the staff were very busy preparing for the concert for the New Year, which was happening in the evening, and I believe they were getting ready to accommodate more customers. However, this is not the reason why I brought my family here, so it was a kind of a disappointment to come to SASA 2 this time, and many customers who came for that ambience did not really get what they want. They were also complaining about it. So I think I am done coming to SASA 2 if this is their new arrangement forever. To add on, they didn't have all the options available because of today's special event, so we couldn't really enjoy the full menu. So we decided to go back to the SASA Newa restaurant that was just next to it, and we went there in the morning to have some tea. So we decided to go back because they had more Newari food that we wanted to try. Originally, SASA 2 also has this kind of menu where you could order many things, but this time there was no menu. They just had few lists on the whiteboard and on their printed paper, and that was all we could order. They also had limited choices of yamari, and also they didn't have jujudhao, no aila or no chang in the SASA 2 during this New Year's event. So SASA 2 was sponsored by Bara Singhe, so that was the drink they were offering. Compared to the SASA 2, this SASA Newa restaurant was more comfortable for us and it was more chill, so we decided to stay here for a while. And I had some momos, and also we tried a little bit of tang and some little dishes as well. My sister was too tired from standing up and waiting in line, so she's just taking a rest. They also had this separate menu in this SASA Newa restaurant, so I just decided to take a quick look. After some time, we also saw many customers coming from the other SASA 2 restaurant to this Newa restaurant, and they were also complaining about the same things, about the new changes and how it was chaotic. After a relaxing time in this SASA Newa restaurant, we headed back home. On the way back home, we stopped at different stores to buy some grocery items. I spotted kulfi in the store, so decided to buy them, and I ate them while we walked back home. While walking back home, it was raining very lightly. When we got home, the Janti party had already arrived, which included my poo-poos, pusais, and my little sisters and choris. So we started cooking dinner for them because they were tired from their long journey. And then we had a happy time having dinner together as the Janti party, and we had to get ready for the wedding.